Hi, I'm your coach, and today I'm going to talk about impeccability of your word. I'm going to talk about the importance of being impeccable with the word. When you are impeccable with your own word, which means when you are able to have integrity with what you say, if you promise to do something, you do it. If you promise to get to a place in a particular time, you get there at that particular time. Not 10 minutes later, not 10 minutes, not 1 hour later. You get there on time. If it's 2 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, or even before. Now, the importance of that is that you cannot have success if you don't have word. If you don't have word, you're not different from an animal. There's no sense in people relying on you. Nobody can depend on you. You don't have a word. If you say you're going to do something, everybody knows you're not going to do it. If you say you're going to take some action, everybody knows you're not going to take that action because you're now known for not having truth. And when you don't have truth, when you don't have impeccability with your own word, it means that you cannot even depend on yourself for your own good, for your own self. Now imagine with the people that you live with, the people that you work with, the people that you engage with. If you can't do it for yourself, you can't do it for anybody else. That means if you have on your diary, if you've written on your diary, I'm going to take this action, 1, 2, 3, and 4. On this particular day, if you are impeccable, you will complete with those actions because you have truth with yourself. If you don't have honesty, people would rather use people that are not even good enough, but because they're dependable. People prefer to work with people who are dependable. So even if they're not as good as the best guy, if the best guy is not dependable, then you'd rather work with the guy that's dependable until they get good enough. So if you're looking to be successful in whatever sphere of life, whether it's a social sphere, whether it's an economic, a commercial sphere, whatever it is, you have to have impeccability with the word, and then people can depend on you. You can depend on yourself. You won't be successful without being able to depend on yourself. It means that you start a job, you don't finish it. You start a project, you don't finish it. You start going to university, you don't finish. It means you don't have the ability to finish. You start and you don't finish. There's one thing that's really nice about golf. What golf teaches you is that when you're looking at that ball and you're about to hit that ball, it teaches you to focus and to follow through. The most important aspect of golf is the follow through. And once you start to understand the concept of golf and how it's played and how it forces you to follow through, then you can make the link with what I'm talking about in terms of impeccability of the word. It means following through. It means finishing what you started. It means being honest and having integrity with yourself. It means being able to say that I can do it. I started it, I can finish it. I started it, I can do it. And once you start doing that, you are miles closer to success. Because if you cannot trust on your word, if you cannot trust on your dependability, nobody wants to trust you. And you cannot trust yourself. So I challenge you, in the next week, why don't you take a diary? Why don't you take an agenda? You write down the things that you want to accomplish in that particular week, just for 1 week. Test yourself. If you can be impeccable with what you've committed in the diary for that week, your life is not going to be the same. I challenge you to do that. I challenge you to challenge me. Because I'm saying that if you do that, things are going to change for you. See you next time.